Hey YouTube, Willow Dragonfly here. I am doing a hashtag the ladder tarot tag based on the Maslow hierarchy that was put out by Miss Tracy too. I'm just going through the from basic needs to higher self, the tarot cards or oracles that you would, the tarot decks or oracle decks or combination that you may associate with those different things. There's a bunch of videos out, so I'm not going to go and explain all the steps and whatnot, but I will try to remember to link the original tag to this one. So, basic needs. Basic needs. Like many of the videos I've seen, a lot of people choosing a Rider-Waite deck for the most part, just that very basic, down-to-earth kind of deck. I've also chosen a Rider-Waite based deck. It's the Deck of the Bastard. This deck is probably one of my first decks. I know it's my first deck. It's really when I was kind of just dabbling in tarot, learning just a little bit. I got it through an Etsy shop. Oh my goodness, why can't I think of her name? Tarot by Seven, I think. And I'm gonna a lot because I like that. So this deck is what she had done was taken a bunch of different decks and kind of pulled the pictures together and bastardized the whole thing, basically. So the deck itself, let's see if I can do this. My lighting's kind of bad today. It looks aged. This particular deck, when I got it, because I was still learning, I had keywords put on it. And I guess that's why I think of it as my foundation, is the keywords. One of my first ones, probably one of the most expensive decks I had gotten at the time. I think the only other deck I had prior to that was maybe $10, and it was very hard to learn from. In fact, I had given it away and I don't remember the name of it. I hear my dogs every single time I'm on a video. Maybe they'll stop. Hopefully they're not too distracting. So anyway, this is the Deck of the Bastard. This is my foundation deck. I like the historical feeling, the I don't know, I guess the witchy vibe I get from it. Apparently I have a light issue as well. Just the whole, I don't know, the whole aesthetic of the deck makes me feel like I'm connected to the past and connected to something that I can see my light flashing. What the hell? Oh, light went out. Good enough. So anyway, Deck of the Bastard. That's my basic deck. My foundation deck. Could have some tea. Okay, the next deck is safety. I guess safety, your home, something that makes you feel secure. And this is not really I guess maybe it's relatively new. In a little box here. So this deck, when I got this deck, the UPS driver left it outside, and he likes to leave treats for my dogs. So he left it outside with a little doggy bone, and my dogs were so excited. They ate the package and everything. It was awesome. So the box was damaged, so I have it now in just a little box with a slide window here. So, oh, I should mention about the Deck of the Bastard. I carry that with me all of the time. So if you noticed, even though it's aged, maybe you can't tell, it's really beat up. Besides looking like it's beat up, it is physically beat up because it is with me everywhere. Everywhere I go, it is with me. Okay, safety, the home deck, the making you feel secure. This is the Good Tarot. The pictures are just warm and I don't know, remind me, they're very grandmotherly maybe. Just so pretty, so soft. And they just seem to, I don't know, wrap around you. They're nice and big. So I tend to use these if I'm, I don't know, down, if I'm sad, if I need a little pick-me-up, if I just need a little bit of a hug. They're really beautiful. And like I said, super soft. They're easy to read. And they just remind me of, being at my grandmother's house, having cookies, feeling loved. I mean, even the death card, transformation. So, they're super soft and everything's really nice about them. The Tower. The Moon's always one of my favorite cards. So, just, you get the idea. Just trying to think of a really scary card, but they really don't have any scary cards in this deck. So my home, surrounding me in warmth with security, the Good Tarot. Okay, next. Love. But this love is, I guess it could be any kind of love, really. But when I think of this this pyramid, the hierarchy of things, I think of, I guess, self-love. Loving your own image, loving, everything. Yeah, guess loving your own image. And because I'm female, this deck, Tarot of the Nymphs, I guess it's also related to sex too. And so it was hard for me to, I guess there are some men in this deck too. It was hard for me to kind of decide, what deck to choose for this. I'll show you some of the pictures. So some of the pictures may be too racy for some people. I think pretty much everything is covered up. But what I liked about this deck is that though there are some idyllic body shapes, there are also some that are not. Not everybody is perfect. But every single one of them are basically comfortable in their own skin. And I think that's important for love, for sex, for any of that, is being comfortable in your own skin. And this deck kind of speaks to me like that. And I'll be honest, it's a deck I hardly ever use. Probably should use it more. Be comfortable in my own skin. I don't know. For some people, it may be not enough body types. It is definitely not very what's the word I want? Oh my goodness, blank. It's all white girls with red hair. So it doesn't cross many cultures or ethnic diversity at all. Maybe there's a few blondes in here. So it's definitely not the deck for that. It does have some older women. But the whole point of it was being comfortable in your own skin. So that's the deck I chose for that. For some, it could probably also be used for the next level, which is confidence. For me, however, I chose the Bonefire Tarot. This deck to me is, let's see if I can get it out. I don't like the way the box is, where the deck is kind of split up, but alright, let's do it this way. So this is a tattoo style deck, but it's full of life. It's full of strong characters, full of enjoying life, I guess. To me, that's what each of these cards really do. They're really bright. Just basically a big party on every card. It's that enjoying of life, really, that I see in these cards. That's confidence to me. Enjoying life, enjoying what you have, making everything beautiful. That's confidence. So this is the deck I chose. Alright, now the last deck, the Higher Self. Connection with spirituality. You get what I'm saying. So the Higher Self, maybe the higher you, maybe your soul, however you want to look at that. It's the part that you can't touch, the part beyond the physical is what that level says to me. So the deck I chose is the Book of Shadows, As Above, Volume 1. And So Below, I believe, is Volume 2. This deck, I don't use it for tarot reading. I use it more for sometimes meditation, but more as altar cards. Any ritual or anything that I may be doing that I want to incorporate tarot cards with, this is the deck I use. I absolutely love this deck. In fact, if I fan it out for you a little bit, can you see how beat up the edges are? I do use this quite a lot for practice. So here's some of the cards. The part that I really like is the artwork on it is done just so you see how it actually looks like it glows. I mean, if that's not connecting with a higher self, I just don't know what is. And really, that is, every time I feel power with these cards. And some will look at them and say they're, just kind of chintzy, cartoony artwork. But it really draws me into my practice. The way that the different planets are incorporated, the different stages of life, just everything about them. Especially the way they seem to just pulsate with that light. And to me, that's that connection to higher self. I mean, that's amazing. And there's no, other than the window, there is no other light coming in here today because my lights just went out, as you saw a few seconds ago. So these cards, they pull that light in all on their own. All right, that is my tarot tag for the ladder tarot tag. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Have a great day.